Well, it was a fairly lightweight morning. It's turned into a very active afternoon with the tropics heating up and the birth of Tropical Storm Earl, but you wouldn't know it from looking out over Sarasota Bay. Still looks like fine summertime weather, which we'll continue to have for the rest of this week, with occasional showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon. So our current radar looking at some scattered thunderstorms coming in from the East Coast down around Miami-Dade, approaching Lake Okeechobee. Remember last time we got some strong storms, there was a whole bunch of them that came from the southeast over our direction. This is mainly from the prevailing southeasterly flow that will encounter our sea breeze later today and should see scattered showers and storms develop and cool us off a little in the afternoon, we hope, if the timing is just right and the location is just right. There are also some storms offshore that are now dissipating, moving away from us. That's no threat. And looking at the water vapor image, just some globs of moisture in the upper atmosphere here and there, but no real strong movement of the air masses at the moment. Out in the Atlantic, it continues to remain dry up to the north, but to the south, that moisture has entered into the Gulf, and there is Tropical Storm Earl. We'll take a closer look at it. First off the coast of Africa, another wave has just come out, but it's not going to make it. This is what did. This is the first tropical storm we've had in the Caribbean since the 2014 hurricane season. We didn't have any in the Caribbean because of wind shear from El Nino last year, but Tropical Storm Earl fought all the bad environment and just eked out enough strength to be called Earl and a tropical storm today with 40-mile-an-hour winds. West is the movement at 22 miles an hour. And if we look at the spaghetti plot of all the models, it shows it moving again toward the Yucatan Peninsula and possibly into the southern Gulf of Mexico early next week. It could be near hurricane force, according to the National Hurricane Center, as it approaches the Yucatan Peninsula later on. And they sent an reconnaissance aircraft into it and flew around, and that's where they found some strengthening during the morning hours, and it is encountering some shear, but I think conditions are going to become more favorable once it approaches the Yucatan Peninsula. Now across the nation, cool and wet in the north, hot under high pressure, and we're influenced by high pressure too, but look how far away Earl is from us, and with that trajectory, it's not really going to be influencing our weather at all. The RPM computer forecast model shows scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon developing, especially in inland areas. Some of that could blow back and some of the outflow boundaries creating other showers and storms. And we start the whole process again tomorrow afternoon with another round of them and maybe moving westward and giving some afternoon showers and storms as well right along the coast.
Temperatures, as I'm sure, are going to eclipse 90 again today.
Probably, and we have a tropical storm in the Caribbean that will not affect the Suncoast. I've been rushing around to plot it because it just happened at noon. Tropical Storm Earl lives. It's passing to the south of Jamaica, and I will show you all about it coming up. But first, let's take a look at temperatures around the Suncoast. Scott was mentioning over 90. Well, it's 88 at Whitfield, 92 at the airport already. Bee Ridge, 89. In Mayaca City, 90 degrees. I'm going to do one good cough here. And now I can get through the weather. Minnesota, 88 at this hour, and at Boca Grande, 84. Now here is behold Tropical Storm Earl. There it is. They sent Navy reconnaissance or Air Force reconnaissance aircraft down there and found a central circulation, winds about 40 miles an hour. We'll look more closely at this in the next broadcast or the next part of our weathercast, but right now it is not posing any threat at all to the Suncoast. What we are seeing across Florida are scattered showers increasing this afternoon, and we have a pretty good chance we'll see some develop over our viewing area later on today through the early evening hours. But right now, skies are mainly clear to partly cloudy with no rainfall yet. Here's a chance of rainfall coming out of the computer showing about a 40% chance peaking out at 6 and 7 o'clock tonight, and then a lingering chance through the evening hours. And our high temperatures should be pretty close to 92 coming up between 1 and 2. I'll show you all the latest about Tropical Storm Earl and a hint at our weekend weather coming up in just a few minutes.